Wow, these are some delicious functions. I want B. The function is f of x equals x squared. My input is 5. The output is 25. Here are other inputs and outputs.
Anya's rule was x to the second power, and her input was 5. So 5 to the second power is just saying 5 times 5, which is 25.
I also want f. The function is f of x equals 4x plus 2. The input is negative 2. The output is negative 6. Here are some other inputs and outputs.
Now I'm going to show you how she solved the problem. F of x equals 4 times x plus 2, and the input is negative 2. First you do 4 times negative 2, which equals negative 8. Then you add 2, which equals negative 6. The function that I want is e, and f of x equals negative 1 times x plus 4. And my input is negative 7. The output is 11. And these are some more inputs and outputs. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I solve this problem. F of x equals negative 1 times x plus 4, and the input is negative 7. First you solve negative 1 times negative 7, which equals 7. Then you add 4, which equals 11. Okay, the next function that I want is d, and the rule is f of x equals x squared minus 3, and my input is 1. Okay, and then my output is negative 2. These are some more inputs and outputs.
Chasey's rule was x to the second power minus 3, and her input was 1. So 1 to the second power is 1, and minus 3 equals negative 2.
The function that I want is function h. The rule is f of x equals x minus 10. My input is 10. And my output is 0. Some other inputs and outputs I did were these.
Now I'm going to explain how she solved this problem. F of x equals x minus 10, and the input is 10. So you do 10 minus 10, which equals 0.
My next function that I want is function a. The rule is f of x equals 2x plus 5. My input is negative 1. And my output is 3. Some other inputs and outputs that we used are these.
So my rule was 2x plus 5, and my input was -1. So 2 times -1 equals -2. Then I'd have to add 5, which is 3.
The function that I want is g, and the rule is f of x equals -2x plus 5, and my input is 3. So if my input is 3, my output will be -1. Here are the other input and outputs.
The next function that she solved is f of x equals -2 times x plus 5, and the input is 3. So first you solve -2 times 3, which is -6, then you add 5, which is -1.
The next function that I want is c, and the rule is f of x equals 7 minus 2x, and my input is -6. My output is 19. So the other input and outputs are
So her rule was 7 minus 2 times x, and her input was -6. So 2 times -6 is -12. Then you'd have to do 7 minus -12, and then you'd have to do keep, change, opposite. So you'd keep 7, and then instead of a minus, you do plus, and then instead of -12, you do 12, and then 7 plus 12 equals 19.